Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into an ultra-high-definition journey into one of geography's absolute best-kept secrets. We're talking about a place that is so vast, so incredibly rugged, and so unexplored that it almost defies belief. Prepare to have everything you thought you knew about our planet challenged as we explore the wonders of New Guinea. I want you to take a second and just picture New Guinea on a world map in your head. How big do you actually think it is? If you're like most people, you probably imagine a relatively small, tropical dot floating somewhere north of Australia. Well, I'm here to tell you that your assumptions are about to get completely shattered. Now, what's really interesting is how standard maps have completely lied to us. Because New Guinea is located right near the equator, two-dimensional maps warp its size and make it look tiny. But in reality, it's the second largest island in the entire world, just barely behind Greenland. To put that into perspective, if you place New Guinea right over the United States, it would stretch from the edge of Long Island in New York all the way down to Texas. It is literally a colossal, continent-like landmass. Section 1. A continent-sized island, the second Amazon. A massive 80% of New Guinea's territory is blanketed by dense, largely unexplored rainforest. In fact, it holds the third largest rainforest on planet Earth. It sits right behind the Amazon and the Congo, which are on actual continents. That makes it the largest rainforest on any island anywhere, earning it the very fitting nickname, the second Amazon. Section 2. The vertical jungle, a geographic paradox. Get ready for a harsh geographic reality check. We are moving from the dense, flat jungles into something you just wouldn't expect in the tropics, towering vertical terrain. New Guinea isn't just a flat basin, it's a geographic paradox. The central mountain chain, known as the New Guinea Highlands, is roughly the exact same size, elevation, and scale as the Rocky Mountains in North America. Imagine the American Rockies, but entirely swallowed by thick, impenetrable tropical rainforest. It makes navigating this island nearly impossible. And hidden within those mountains is a peak that reaches an astonishing 4,884 meters. That's over 16,000 feet straight up into the sky. This is Puncak Jaya. It is the absolute highest peak to be found on any island in the world. It's actually higher than anything between the Himalayas and the Andes. So, the crucial point here is that because this mountain is so staggeringly high, temperatures plummet drastically near the summit. It transforms abundant tropical rainfall into snow, creating ancient equatorial glaciers. Yeah, glaciers right next to a tropical rainforest. When a Dutch explorer reported seeing this back in 1623, he was completely ridiculed. Western science didn't verify his claims for nearly 300 years because it just sounded so absurd. But today, we are witnessing a tragedy. Back in 1850, these glaciers spanned over 19 square kilometers. By 2018, over 97% had melted away. The most recent data from 2024 shows just 0.165 square kilometers left. At this current rate, researchers project that by 2030, these ancient tropical glaciers will be irreplaceably gone forever. It is a very sobering reality hiding at the very top of this island. Section 3. The Sahel Connection, an Ancient Continent. Okay, let's dive into this, shifting our narrative away from physical geography and into tectonic history. If you just glance at a map, New Guinea seems like it belongs with the Asian islands to its west, right? But geologically, that is completely false. New Guinea sits entirely on the Australian tectonic plate. From a geological perspective, it is firmly a part of Oceania, not Asia. To really understand this, we need to look at Sahul. This is the vast, ancient supercontinent that existed during the last ice age when sea levels were much lower. You see, New Guinea wasn't always an isolated island. It was actually the northern tip of a colossal landmass that directly connected it to Australia via a massive land bridge. Tracing this geological timeline back, for millions of years, they were connected. It was only about 8,000 to 10,000 years ago that rising sea levels finally severed the connection, drowning the land bridge and creating the isolated, mountainous island we see today. That recent geographic alteration completely changed the destiny of the landmass. Section 4. A marsupial safe haven, the biological fallout. And this brilliantly illustrates what this ancient separation actually means for the incredibly unique animals living in these unexplored highlands today. 10,000 years sounds like a long time in human history, but it's basically seconds ago in geologic time. Because of this incredibly recent separation, New Guinea and Australia still share a massive amount of overlapping species, most notably a huge prevalence of marsupials. Because the island's harsh terrain acts as an impenetrable shield, it is literally second only to the Amazon for the rate of new species being discovered. The evidence is staggering. As recently as 2025, scientists captured the first ever photographs of the subalpine woolly rat in the wild. We're talking about a massive, fluffy, 2.5-foot, 4-pound rodent living completely hidden in the highlands. No way, right? What's even wilder is that this impenetrable island is hiding creatures we had completely written off. Just look at how this is unfolding. Step 1. In 2018, the Wandiwoy tree kangaroo, which hadn't been seen for decades, was suddenly photographed. Step 2. In 2023, Attenborough's long-beaked echidna, a species we thought was totally extinct since 1961, was captured alive on video. Which leads us to the ultimate mystery. Could the thylacine, better known as the Tasmanian tiger, still be out there? This was a large carnivorous marsupial predator whose range once covered the entire ancient Sahol continent. It was officially declared extinct decades ago. But because New Guinea is so massive, so unexplored, and because we just found the tree kangaroo and the echidna alive and well, there's a tantalizing theory that the legendary thylacine might still exist, hidden deep in the jungle. So what does this all mean for us? If continent-sized jungles and towering 16,000-foot peaks can comfortably hide massive rodents and supposedly extinct species right under our noses today, what other ancient secrets is New Guinea just waiting to reveal? It's a question that makes this island arguably the most fascinating place left on our map. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep your curiosity alive.